Good morning, everyone. This is Coach Kou coming at you with some defensive football. Today, we're going to talk about man-free football, playing man-free football defense without sending our inside linebacker. So basically, we're playing man on the outside with zone underneath with our linebackers, which we'll talk about a little bit, our concepts and rules. First of all, we're a 4-2-5 defense, which means we play 4 down linemen, 2 inside linebackers, and 5 secondary players. All right, that's very important, and so you understand our scheme. And I'll go over our basic rules with man-free so you can understand them. In our man-free defense, all right, we play it for different reasons. We could play it with our 3 different fronts, our 4-2-5, our bear, and our 3-2 dime front, right, where we take a player out and we'll bring in an extra defensive back. All right, so we played a 4-2-5 bear and our 3-2 dime. Now, why do we play it? All right, allows inside linebackers to play run. It allows us to be very multiple. All right, gives us options. We can bring pressure and play man free, and we can sit our linebackers underneath. So it gives us options of bringing pressure and being aggressive. And it's a great answer versus H-backs, which is really what we're going to talk about in this film, is how we defend H-backs, how we get an extra hat in the box, all right, which teams are always looking to do. But, you know, you've seen a lot of H-back stuff in RPO, so I think it's really good against the H-back and RPO teams. All right, so we're going to talk about today just our basic rule, which is our steal wheel. Both inside linebackers are curl players with one linebacker taking the back if he releases. All right, we're just going to talk about that variation today. So our basic rule is as follows. Our corner has number 1, our Sam has number 2, and our anchor are free if this is a wide 3 or a wide 2 on the weak side. All right, if it's a 3 to strong, the anchor has number 3. If they go 2 weak, the free will take number 2, and the anchor will take be the deep third player. Any motion adjustments with this guy here, we can work with our safeties, which we will switch and flop them. Okay, if they go in motion, we will just exchange responsibilities. All right, now when they go to an H-back set, all right, with the H-back set, all right, we like to do it when the H-back is in the backfield. Okay, either, you know, within the tackle box, anywhere inside. They're not going to make what we, in the past, we would call a down call if he's wide. So I got him. All right, when he's in the backfield, both eyes will key this H-back. If the H-back comes this way, the anchor will trigger. You know, he has him if he releases, or he will play run tough this way. If they bring this H-back across, the free safety will see that and start coming up to fill. And if the guy releases, he has him. So they're basically cross-reading the H-back. If the H-back comes across, then the other safety becomes a deep third player. If the H-back comes this way, safety comes the deep third player. All right, now you could do it if they have a really good receiver. You may want to send them over the top to help on that receiver. You know, that's what we would do. If they have this guy's the All-American, then this is the way we want to try to get over the top and help on this guy if possible. All right, if this guy, you know, if they're going strong a lot or they have better receivers over here, then we can try to dictate where we're going to try to help over the top. But this is just a combination. It's really good against the run game. It's really good against the RPO game. And it helps you in those situations because now you have an extra, basically you're playing run with 7 defenders. You're taking away the RPOs on the outside, you know, and you're forcing throws. You can play some press coverage out here as well. All right. Let's show you some film. All right, looking at some film. Here's a couple situations we're playing man free again. Here's our Sam. We're giving the appearance that it's a 2 deep look all the time. So we're trying not to disguise, we're trying to disguise as hold our stuff as long as possible. This is the picture we try to give all the time, playing games with the corners, in and out, and showing late. So this looks like cover 2, but it's man free. Sam's got number 2, corners on number 1, safety's got 3. All right, it's 3rd and 5 here. We do a good job. All right, we get over the top. Now, here's what we're talking about with the H-back reads. All right, they go under center, which is the same thing, whether it's an H-back or they're under center. Here's the fullback. Our safeties are both reading this H-back. All right, there's our safety. He sees run. He sees that H-back insert right now. He's coming hard. This is a good way to do it against teams that use an H-back a lot, or traditional teams with 21 personnel, maybe using a fullback a lot. All right, this is how you're playing on the backside. Corner has number 1. All right, the safety, we'll look at it from the wide. You can see they're cheating a little bit because it's a closed formation here, but you can see both eyes are on this H-back. Right, he comes, and our safeties are thrown on top as a deep third player. All right, here's another picture of it again. 2 linebackers. This is good against a lot of mesh stuff underneath. We like what we call press in this situation, so we're pressing on the outside. All right, here's our Sam on number 2. Okay, here's our free safety on number 2. All right, we never want to keep these guys. We want to keep different alignments. So if he's pressing, we want him at least 5 yards so we can get over the top. All right, and not get picked. All right, ourselves, and our linebackers are playing underneath. Now, he has the back. He comes off late. All right, the other linebacker could have helped him out here and picked him up, but they're responsible for the back if he releases. Quarterback starts to scramble. All right, so he sees that with the pressure. He comes. Probably should wait a little longer, but at least you get the idea as far as coverage goes. He should probably wait, hang on him until the quarterback passes the line of scrimmage. And this linebacker should lock on here with our scramble rules. But as far as the coverage goes, we're okay. All right, 2 weak. We're man free. Linebackers looking for work underneath. All right, that's how we play it. Now we go bear. Again, there's no H-back situation, so our safety says, all right, I'm down. Okay, we made an anchor. We made a call. Our strength calls to the right, so here's our Sam. Here's our safety down here, and here's our free safety. Okay, again, we can kind of, we're not given a clear picture as far as man goes. We kind of try to, this as it looks on defense, all right, you may get a man situation up here because he's actually, would prefer him, showing his normal stance. But he's kind of giving away the coverage up here in man. All right, they run a bubble up top. And they run a route down here. There's our man free stuff. Okay, now you can kind of see the dual read. All right, now, technically, we should have called, all right? We shouldn't have called down. The safety in the situation told me he called down, which means he has him. We should have been double reading this H-back right here. Okay, so instead of him making a down call and him taking him no matter what, they should be comboing that H-back. But if they make the call, they live with it, which means if he called down, he's got him. All right, he says no matter where he goes. All right, they should be comboing this, which means he should be coming here, all right, filling, and he should be over the top. All right, but by them not making the proper call, they live with it, which is okay by me. All right, as long as they make a call and decisive, he comes off the field, we correct it. But that's what should happen. But in this situation, because he made the down call, that's technically his guy, and they're not, cross-exchanging, so he would end up filling like you see here, but it's not really how we wanted to draw it up. We should actually have the opposite, where he's coming and he's a deep third. But again, your safety's got to communicate. Your linebackers are talking. If you're preaching, it's not what I call as a defense, it's what the calls are made on the field that are most important. So we have to communicate. They call, we live with it. All right, so he ends up coming down and making a tackle, but it should be the vice versa because we should be dual reading that H-back. Okay, we should be dual reading that H-back. We shouldn't have to make the down call here. Okay, he's within a yard. He's off the ball. Now, going back. One thing you want to teach your guys is where this H-back aligns is very important, man free, because if he's off the ball in the backfield, there's a very good chance. We always call alert of him coming across. If he's hugging the tackle and on the line of scrimmage, chances are that's going to be some type of, his own play that way, right? He's on the line. They can run pin and pull. It's very important as a coaching point to understand where they align with their H-backs and what they're doing in those situations. All right, and here's one last picture. We're in man free. Okay, 1, 2. We're playing 2. Now, I like to play inside leverage. We're not giving it away, so we're 1 by 4. So now it looks the same picture. All right. Now, people say, well, why don't you play them outside? Why don't you play them outside? Because we send our inside linebackers a lot. I don't like to teach 2 different things. So if we're bringing them, and he's outside and they run a quick slant on the outside shoulder, he catches it going up the field, that could be a big gain and more issues for us. I'd rather play him inside where we can reroute on everything, trying to keep him inside, make him reroute. If he runs a 4-yard out, we're okay. We just rally to it, make a tackle, it's a 4-yard gain. He catches this ball in some type of slant look where we bring inside pressure, that could be big yards, big gains. Right, in the NFL, you see a lot more outside leverage. At this college level, I'd like to prefer inside, so it's not giving away, number one, what we're doing. All right, with number two, we're showing this, the same picture. Okay, and it looks like a 4-deep secondary right now. All right, we get the sack there. Run a little game on the downside, but you can see our man-free coverage. Okay, and here's one more. All right, now we actually check to our man-free here. So man-free, he goes in motion. We check it. So Sam's got number 2. All right, and the anchor's coming down for number 3. But right now, because we're not running with motion, all right, to me, to teams, a lot of times we try to get away from that trend where you're always running, all right, with motion, it's man-to-man. All right, if you don't run, it's zone. We're playing, all right, we're not running with motion right here. So maybe this quarterback thinks, okay, they didn't run, all right, it's zone, but we're actually playing man here. All right, so that's one of the things we try to do with all the things. We try to change our rules where we're still playing man, all right, with guys running in motion. So here's Sam's on number 2. All right, safety's got number 3, and we're in great shape. And there's our deep third player. We have man on the outside, so it gives us a little different look. That's one thing that says the defense. If you can play man, all right, and make motion adjustments, all right, without sending guys across, it can help you disguise things a little bit. All right, and we have some good pressure here, but again, here you see it. All right, we check cover. We're man. We're talking. Safety's bumping over, and we're good. We got 2 covered. We got 3 covered. All right, so just to sum up, okay, that's our man-free stuff where we're playing, all right, man-free on the outside with linebacker help underneath.